What is family? Is family a simple term that we give a group of people related by blood? Or does the bond go a little deeper? The Chive has been around for over 16 years, and for 13 of those years, Chive Charities has been changing lives in ways that we couldn't have imagined in the beginning. If you were to ask anyone from the Chive community what family means, I think you get a few common themes.
We're super grateful and appreciative of you guys and, your mission in general. And
been really focused energy on trying to stay as well as possible.
First, I thought it was just a website for pictures and fun articles and stuff like that. But when y'all launched Chive Charities, I was like, now this is something that I can get behind and just kind of help me build a community.
The average parent won't know what I'm going through, but if I talk to another parent that has a kid like Jack, of course we sympathize and empathize with each other. So it is definitely wonderful to have that type of resource.
I don't know. I never thought I'd have to be in a position to ask you guys for help, but I'm really glad that you were there for me to come to.
It means a lot not to be going through all this alone.
Yeah.
And wonderful foundations like yours helping us. Huge.
Family is lending an ear when someone's going through their toughest of times.
Yeah, this is our role as parents, right? It's a lot of work. If I didn't have I work full time, but if I didn't have the setup that I have for work, I probably would have lost my job a long time ago. Because even with help, it's still a lot.
I get emotional because it's been like the week before finding out that you guys approved us. I actually fell while putting Julian into the van. I was wearing the wrong shoes. And the PCA was the one that noticed that his ankle was really swollen. His bones are easier to fracture to start with, but he did mention that for some reason that is a little bit harder to see on x-ray. Thankfully, he recovered pretty good. And to this day, I still feel guilty, but that night I was like a hot mess because that had never happened to me where I fell carrying him. So I just felt really guilty. Believe it or not, it does kind of limit what we do. I don't go out as often as I'd like with him because of that.
It's been difficult because, both of his diseases, there is no cure. By the time they find something, it will be too late for us. And that is difficult. And it's been really hard to be told by doctors that we're just going to monitor your decline. That's all we can do.
Family means being there for the underdog when they need it most.
It's getting harder to get in and out of the car, and it takes so much energy.
like we've kind of joked that we've become a nocturnal family because she can go out in the UVs. So we've had to find, like indoor pools or pools that are open later at night, or like the zoo. When we go to Tucson, they have like a night so we can still go to the zoo. It just has to be at night. So
going from house to the car and then riding in the car and then the car is at those UV rates is just kind of too dangerous. So we do a lot of morning travel and night travel.
mm-hmm.
But if the house isn't safe, like that doesn't help fully. So making that safe to where she could freely roam around the house without any worries.
Y'all don't know how much y'all changed my life. The first time after I got the prosthetic, going into Walmart and just going and not having the stairs and just people walking by and not even looking, and I was like, that felt so good. You don't know how good that felt, just to actually feel normal again.
I thank God, because that's something that I wouldn't have been able to for myself. I'm just glad that he will be able to go to the movies. He likes to go to the movies. He likes to go to the store, but he hasn't been able to go in the store. Like really when we go, we kind of like, leave him here and then run out and get something. Now he'd be able to go in the store himself and, have his little card and do some shopping.
No, I think I'm glad I went with this size because it gives more space and stuff too. And the home health nurses, they have more room to like change my dressings and stuff like that, and spread out their supplies and stuff.
I can have someone push me in a wheelchair, but I can move around in my power chair. It'll give me more independence, like just going to the Target with my mom or something, you know.
It's coming together and mourning the loss of our own. But it also means sharing in the good times. Since 2012, Chive Charities has impacted over 2,000 lives, supporting over 700 causes and raising over $22.2 million for the underdogs.
Having this help to be able to get her the therapy that she needs has been a big relief and weight off my shoulders.
You can't imagine. I'll tell you, there's no way that you could imagine the difference it's made in my life. I see and I feel the change, so it's quite a bit different than,
I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful to be able to apply for this and to be able to have this opportunity. It's like you guys are giving me the opportunity to transfer him safely to essentially like discover the country, the world.
I would like to give a special thanks to the people that made this possible. It was a great blessing and honor for us to receive this help from such a great hand of people. And once again, grateful and honored to be helped. Thank you.
I'm very thankful. She got spoiled. I'm full of it, have this. And I appreciate it very much.
Thank you, like all of you, for all of this effort and help. You change our life completely.
I've met so many families, and I feel like we all, I wish sometimes we could meet the donors. I do hope they know what a blessing they are in our life.
Family is more than just a name. Here at the Chive, for the past 16 years, family has meant making the world 10% happier by changing one life at a time. And you know what? We're just getting started.